Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is my review of When Supernatural Battles Become Commonplace. Episode 6, I want to say. No, episode 5. So yeah. Now, this episode, funny story here before I get into this review, okay? This episode was supposed to come out on Monday, like always. But instead it came out on Wednesday, for some reason. However, I completely forgot about it, so I'm doing the review at 1:30 in the morning on Saturday. So in 2 days, well, it's 1:30 in the morning, but in like 2 or 3 days, the next episode's going to come out. Great, isn't it? I'm completely sorry about that. But anyways, let's get into this episode. I really like this episode, okay? It was probably my favorite of the series so far. Now, if you follow my channel, it should be no surprise to you that I'm a fan of romance anime, okay? Romance stories in general, if they're written properly. And, well, this definitely had romance in it. It wasn't direct romance, it was more like hinted romance, but it was done so well. And it's cliche, it really is. And it's definitely trying to parody that, but I still really like it because I'm a hopeless romantic and I love romance, okay? So, even if it's, well, then again, like I always say, I don't give a shit about cliches. But even if I did, I'd probably give this a pass because of how much I love romance, okay? So yeah, but there is one funny part that I want to talk about first, which is that part with the fucking guitars. oh my god, that was actually pretty funny, and that actually parodied a cliche where, you know, it's the cliche, and not just in anime, but in fiction in general, when there's like two objects, or sometimes it's two people, and one of them is supposed to be real, and one of them is supposed to be not real, and this cliche will usually go down either one of two ways. Either one will be real and one will not be real. And sometimes the real one will get shot and sometimes the fake one will get shot, alright? Or the other way this cliche can go down is that both of them aren't real. Okay. Like, someone's trying to make someone else believe that they are when they're actually not. And Ando basically thought that that's what was going on. Okay, that little middle school chick, I forget what her name is, basically made an illusion of the guitar, of Ando's guitar, but Ando thought they were both fake, so he smashed them both. Then the fake one disappeared, and watching that reaction on his face was so fucking hilarious. Probably the second funniest part about the episode. The funniest part about the episode to me was when we found out. Why can I never remember fucking names? That tsundere chick. Yeah, I'll just call her that for the time being. Her true personality is revealed, and she is a Chuuni. You know, I could tell before that she was kind of in love with Ando, but I actually didn't see that coming. And I probably should have, because I should have known they were going to pull that eventually. But yeah, she's a Chuuni as well. Ando ends up walking in on it, and yeah, but here's the cool part, because since he's also a Chuuni himself, he ridicules her for it at first, embarrassing her, which for what it's worth, she kind of had it coming. I mean, I really like her character, okay, I really do, but she did kind of have it coming because she always did that to him. You know, and when others did it to him, she never tried to fucking defend him. Okay? So yeah, but it doesn't last too long, and she actually sees how because he's also a Chuuni, he doesn't really think there's anything wrong with it, obviously. I mean, that's just obvious, you know, because he himself is also a Chuuni. In addition to that, in the same scene, when he finds out that she wants to be a light novel author, he's all for basically rooting for her and whatnot, so that she's able to become an author. He doesn't criticize her for it at all or make fun of her for it at all. In fact, he even offers to read them when she's done with them, okay? And basically, like, to help her out along the way. So that was my favorite scene in the episode because it was just so cool the way those two interacted. And it's obvious that if there's going to be any romantic pairings at the end of this series, the big one's probably going to be those, and well, the only one is probably going to be those two, okay? Just saying, if there's going to be any, then it's probably going to be that. But, yeah. So anyways, though, other than that, we also had their sort of like semi-date, I guess. The whole reason that happened is because her light novel, she entered a light novel into this contest, I guess, and it got past the first round finally. The previous two times that she entered it, it didn't even get past the first round, but this time it actually got past the first round, and he decided to celebrate with her, although she doesn't want any of the other literary club members to know about this, okay? So the two of them basically went out to eat together, and then they went shopping together, I'm guessing. And then they just sat at like this park or whatever, drinking some sort of juice or whatever it was, and talking, okay? And she was almost about to, and she mentioned a book that she wants, and she was almost about to ask him to go to the, to go get it with him, or to go get it with her, I'm guessing, but that comes out next week, but she didn't, because the, like, horn sounded or whatever, and cut her off, which obviously that's a huge cliche, but again, I don't give a shit, okay? And that's basic, and the episode ends with that other chick, I don't remember what her name is either, the tall blonde-haired one, looking at the two of them basically walking down the street together and chatting idly, looking like they're having a good time. Now, that's one of two scenes in this episode where it kind of hints that she might also have a crush on Ando, so this might actually lead to a pretty interesting love triangle on here, which I would really like to see, because I am a really big fan of love triangles myself. And just overall, I thought this was a very good episode, okay? The series has been kind of going up mainly on a trend here lately where it's like goes up and down in terms of quality, but I thought this went way fucking up. Like I said before in this review, I thought this was my favorite episode in the series so far, okay? I just love the subtle, well, not too subtle actually, hints at romance here. And really, considering that they do have like the exact same interests, I think they'd make a great couple. Okay, and I can't wait to see where this goes. If you have yet to see this week's episode of When Supernatural Battles Commonplace, although if you're following it, then most people who are following it probably already seen this week's episode. And I definitely recommend that you do. I cannot wait until next week's episode of the series. I thought this episode was very good, very enjoyable, very sweet at times too. Okay, all right. So, anyways, overall, the only major complaint that I had in this episode is the animation was not that great. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Right, so anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See that, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.